Hello! So for today's video, my cousin has just sent me a personality test quiz. I think it's the same one as I've done in the past, but I thought I'd do it with you guys watching. So I think I'll double check in a moment. I think it's the 16 personalities one. I think the last time I did it was a year ago and I got INFJ-P, and then I think I did it again 2 years before that, so 3 years ago. And I think there I also got INFJ. I don't think I've changed much in the last year or the last 3 years, but let's have a look. Turns out in the past I was INFJ-A. Hello, I have got the screen up and I'm gonna do it. See, these kind of questions confuse me because if I say people can rarely upset you, if I say disagree, then that means people can't rarely upset me. That's too many negatives. People, if I say agree, people can rarely upset you. So very rare. So people don't really upset me if I say agree. Yeah. Disagree. I'm so indecisive. This is so funny. You cannot imagine yourself dedicating your life to the study of something that you cannot see, touch, or experience. I would love to study philosophy and history and sociology, you know, all those subjects which you cannot very often see, touch, or experience. I often make decisions on a whim. I can't even make a decision on this quiz, so disagree. You tend to focus on present realities rather than future possibilities. I am quite a mix because I look at the present and at the future, but I don't want to put in neutral because I focus on the present in order to get me to the future I want. I'm gonna say tiny bit agree. So the funny thing with this one, you feel comfortable just walking up to someone you find interesting and striking up a conversation. I don't feel comfortable with it whatsoever, but every so often I do it. That's why I've put it on the lower end of disagree. So you look after yourself first and others come in second. I've moved it from middle disagree to closer to the agree side. Still on disagree though, just because I always did put other people first, but then it was getting to such an extent where it was just struggling with my mental health. And so I've started to every so often put a limit on how much I help others before I look after myself. You see yourself as more of a realist than a visionary. I am both, big time. I'm very aware of the current possible realities, but at the same time I like to dream about what could be. I'm gonna have to do a neutral. I like this question just as a general concept anyway. Your emotions control you more than you control them. I would say it's mixed. There are moments where my emotions get the better of me, but I think most of the time, even if I can't get them under control, I can sort of hide them a little bit. Oh, see results, dun dun dun. Didn't even notice. INFJ-A-T? Is that what it's telling me? No, INFJ-T. That's new, I think. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure that's new. So, 85% extroverted. No, introverted, of course. 71% intuitive. 74% feeling. 75% judging. 56% turbulent. Before I start reading, I will click it. Let me find out what I've been in past years. The way I'm going about this, by the way, is literally just by going onto YouTube and finding my past videos. Some of these thumbnails are awful. There it is. So this was 26 February 2017, so it's more than 3 years ago, and I was INFJ-A was 3 years ago. Can I read my percentages? 33% extroverted. Oh, I can't compare it to my results. Where's my results? No. No. Oh dear. Turbulent advocate. Diplomat, constant improvement, INFJ-T. So here we go. There I'm into 85% introverted. My introversion's gone up by a lot. Here I was 67% introverted. There I'm 85. That's a big jump. I would have thought I got more extroverted. That's such a surprise. 84% intuitive, so that's gone down. 85% feeling, so that's also gone down. Here I'm 74%. 88% judging. That's gone down too. I'm now on 75% judging. 59% assertive, 41% turbulent. That's pretty much flipped now. I'm now 56% turbulent. Fascinating. Let's have a look at what I was last year, because I think I remember getting the same results, but maybe not. So this was for March 2019, so again, just over a year ago. INFJ-A. So that went down, and then it's shot back up. So it was 61% introverted last year. It's now at 85. I can't believe how much that's changed. 77% intuitive, that's now 71. So not a huge jump. 75% feeling last year, 74% now. That hasn't changed one bit. Well, one bit, but that's it. 74% judging, it's now 75, also hasn't really changed. So again, that's just flipped. It's now 56% turbulent instead of 54% advocate, I think is the other one, or whatever the other one is. That's really interesting. Let's have a look at what it says. I wonder what the difference is. Why is it here showing me both? Maybe because I'm so close to either. Very rare. That's what I was last time. Making up less than 1% of the population, that's the exact same as what I had last time. They nonetheless leave their mark on the world. They are not idle dreamers. I like that. Taking concrete steps to realize their goals. Yeah. I mean, I think I've read this now 3 times, and every time I've said everything about this is pretty much right. I am creative, I will give you that. Insightful. Okay, yeah, fine. Inspiring and convincing. I might allow myself inspiring. I'm not convinced about convincing. Decisive. Is that a strength? No, that's not a strength. That's not a strength. It's a strength. That's wrong. Sorry, computer. Determined and passionate. Yes, I'll give you that. Altruistic. Yeah, I'll give you that too. Sensitive. I don't know if I agree with that. Extremely private. I definitely agree with that. Which is ironic considering I have a YouTube channel. Perfectionist. Yes, thank you. See, it is a weakness. I once put it as my weakness for something and someone brought it up and they were like, you can't put that as a weakness. And I was like, no, but it is. Always need to have a cause. I guess. Can burn out easily? I don't think so. Let's have a look at parenthood. Because I have a pretty good relationship with my parents, so let's see what you have to tell me. Oh, this is as parents. No, thank you. Let's have a look at career paths. It's probably all going to be like social work and stuff, which is nothing that I'm interested in, really. Like, obviously, I'd like to help the community, but not as a job. Truth, beauty, purpose. Find that most corporate career paths are not designed for them. I will give you that. Able to find work? No, not again. Many struggle to begin a career early on because they see 10 wildly different paths forward, each with its own set of rewards. Yes! So what I was responding to just before I cut off was this can be appealing but also heartbreaking because picking just one means letting go of so much else. Yes, I agree with that, but at the same time, I sort of have the mindset that even if I pick one now, sometime in the future I can do something else. So I'm not too worried about that, but I do get the feeling of heartbreak by picking one. Healthcare. No. Counselors and psychologists I would be interested in. Life coach I would even be interested in, maybe. Not a doctor. Not a doctor. Shh. Sorry. I've been watching so much Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Oh my goodness. More likely to find independence in a leadership position. So creating my own business is not going to happen. I don't want to. I have no interest in that whatsoever. But the feeling of independence is something I very much have related to all my life. I've always hated sort of going on camps or whatever where we've had to listen to the leaders. Not because I felt like I knew better, but just because I knew myself better, and sometimes I knew I just needed my own space or whatever. Writing, yes, I'd also be interested in that. Music, photography, design, yeah. I'm glad these are all listed because I was going to say if it's all just being good for the planet, yeah, I stand for that, but I also stand for becoming an actress. So this says where advocates struggle is in work that blah 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 is overly repetitious. That's not true. The other two things I do agree with, but overly repetitious I think I could handle. They can struggle under criticism. I can struggle under criticism and pressure, but I can also thrive under criticism and pressure, I find. So somewhere in between. Conclusion. Let's have a look at that. Capable of turning ideals into plans and executing them. Yes. Cool. I'll leave the link below and you guys can do it too. Just before I finish up, I want to say that I found an extra video I have on this camera from mid-April, I think, that I never put up, but I really want to, so I'm going to do that tomorrow. So it won't be a fresh video, it'll be something that I filmed once upon a time, by now like over a month ago, and I just never put up, and I didn't want to wait till after May, so here it is tomorrow. Enjoy. Bye!